one of the biggest hidden problems in modern life is nervous system exhaustion. And most people don't even realise they're living inside it. But often, what they're actually experiencing is chronic internal activation. And that's because they think they're tired. Constant stimulation, constant urgency, constant emotional input. The nervous system was never designed for this level of uninterrupted information. And eventually the body starts responding as though everything is important. Everything becomes urgent. Everything feels emotionally charged. And psychologically, that has consequences. Because an exhausted nervous system confuses urgency with importance. That sentence matters deeply. People begin reacting emotionally to temporary states as though they are permanent threats. And this creates reactivity. And you can see it everywhere, you know. Emotional spending, revenge trading, doom scrolling, emotional eating, impulsive decisions, arguments, overthinking, anxiety spirals. Great one. Pat myself on the shoulder for that. Different behaviours. Same nervous system loop. The body becomes addicted to stimulation. Then silence feels uncomfortable. And as we said before, stillness feels threatening. And the person slowly loses the ability to regulate themselves internally. This is why emotional volatility often increases under stress. Not because people are weak, because the nervous system becomes overloaded. And once overloaded becomes normal, clarity disappears. That's why people say things they regret, make decisions they later question, abandon long-term goals for short-term emotional relief. A modern culture that reinforces this constantly. Consume more, react faster, scroll endlessly, stay stimulated. But regulation changes everything. Breathing changes state. Stillness changes state. Movement changes state. Nature changes state. And a personal favourite, silence changes state. Not because those things are trendy, because the nervous system directly shapes perception. A regulated nervous system creates patience, awareness, emotional stability, improved decision making, and behavioural consistency. And honestly, this affects every part of life. In business, parenting, relationships, leadership, markets. Because emotional volatility destroys clarity. And clarity is one of the rarest things in modern life. The goal is not becoming emotionless. The goal is learning not to abandon awareness every time emotion arises. That's freedom. And most people underestimate how profoundly life changes once regulation begins replacing reactivity. Poignant, right? Most people underestimate how profoundly life changes once regulation begins replacing reactivity.